And we're live at the moment, but as always, we gotta wait for the actual stream to start so they don't miss anything.
Right.
And there we are. Mute that. Start the recording. And actually turn the sound up here. Well, Sonic definitely was making a comeback in 2010, but it definitely wasn't because of this game, that's for sure.
I
Good
have a
evening.
question.
What's your question, Steffi?
Sorry to interrupt, but why is it called Project Needle Mouse?
You don't know, Steffi? Well, when they were first coming up with the concept for Sonic, after whoever came up with Sonic drew a picture of him on a napkin to submit for Sega's mascot contest back in the day, that's what they called Sonic, Mr. Needle Mouse. Steffi?
I thought his original design was a rabbit with ears that could pick up rings.
It was a bunch of different ones, honestly, but anyway, that's another topic. So, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Game Preserve. My name is Jagger Newman. I'm the war in these parts, and in case you guys haven't noticed, tonight I am joined by none other than Steffi, the MLG Panda.
Hey guys, it's been a while.
I just realized these people can't see my ugly mug. There we go. Forgot to turn my camera on. Alright, so anyway, tonight we are playing Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1. So, what do you know about this game, Steffi?
I know that it came out at a time when Sega, well, Sonic in general, was not doing too well. And I was surprised to learn that this game was originally intended to be a mobile game, and then they released it on console. So I have never played it, but just knowing that does not make me feel good about it.
Yeah, so you know just as well as I do, Steffi. The late 2000s was a very rough time period for Sonic. Ever since 2005 with Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic was just, at his lowest point between Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, and Sonic Unleashed. The games were just getting worse and worse and worse, and fans were starting to lose hope in the franchise. That's actually where I was at the time. However, 2010, we started to see a bit of a ray of hope. It started out small with a couple of decent games like Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games and Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. But there were a couple of games in the works that people actually were genuinely excited about, and believe it or not, tonight's game was probably the most anticipated one. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, or Project Needle Mouse as it was called when it was announced, was intended to be a return to form for Sonic as far as 2D games were concerned. They were going back to classic gameplay. They were just going to focus on Sonic as the main playable character again. And people got really excited about that, especially when it was announced that the game was going to be called Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Boy, that got a lot of people excited. And then they actually played it and realized that it might have just been a marketing push. And as I explained to you, yes, this was originally supposed to be a mobile game that they, for some reason, decided to turn into a full console release, or I guess a digital release. I'm not sure what the line of thinking there was. You would think that they would want to take the time to make sure the game was, as good as they wanted it to be, especially after how hard they've been failing the past couple of years. But that's what they decided to do. And though the game was actually pretty popular when it came out, the following year we got Sonic Generations, which did everything that Sonic 4 claimed it was going to do, but it was just a million times better, so people immediately lost interest in Sonic the Hedgehog 4, and when Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 came out, nobody really cared anymore. It probably bombed really hard, and Sega just decided to call it quits on the whole thing. So it's sort of an embarrassing mark on Sonic's resume, even though it's far from the worst Sonic game I've ever played. Like, I've played much worse than this. I know you've played worse than this, Steffi, but I'm sure you're curious to have a look at this, so why don't we go ahead and get this started?
Sounds good.
As to how we are going to be playing this game, we're going to be playing it via the Steam release. I don't know if this is still available on Series S consoles. It's probably not on PSN anymore, but the Steam version works just fine. I have no issues with it, so that's what we're going with. And it looks like Lois is with us tonight, Steffi.
Hey, Lois. Should I bring up the chat?
I've got the chat up right here. I've got two computer screens here. Oh, that is loud.
Oh yeah, we should adjust that game sound.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know what it is about the music in this game, but it is just obnoxious. And that is at the setting. What the hell? Is that just... Like, is that just...
I think it's just the title.
It's just the title screen. Like, what's going on here?
That's really bizarre.
So Lois says hi, Steffi, and she's decided to watch us all play.
Yay! I won't be playing. I'll just be commenting on Jagger's playing. And judging.
Yeah. Just like our days playing horror games.
So, Jagger, I feel like this game was the start of Sega trying to recreate the nostalgia of Sonic that they've been doing for a while now.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Because then we had Generations, which did really well, and then we had some original games which didn't do well, and... Well, then we had Mania, which was really, really good. But... then they're trying to recreate Generations again, and we keep getting Green Hill Zone over and over again, and...
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Green Hill Zone.
Are we all? I'm sorry, Steffi. It looked like our sound got a little funky there. 1 second.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh man, if the viewers watched my showcase of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the DS, you'll know how pissed off I am about sound mixing in Sonic games.
Yeah. And, like, we adjusted it in the menu. That should be for the entire game. Why is it just, you know, whatever this is? Am I going to be adjusting this again, all night?
Oh, I hope not. That's annoying.
Anyway, getting into the controls here. Admittedly, I've got some problems with this right out of the gates. Like, one of the big parts of the controls in the Sonic game is, you know, the way it carries its momentum. But, you know, the momentum here is just really weird. Like, Sonic accelerates really fast. What's even weirder is that you lose tons of momentum if you aren't pushing forward on the joystick. So, like... I jump forward there while holding the left button or right button. I get some distance, but watch what happens if I start running and then I jump. Like, all the momentum just stops. And that's screwing with me big time because I'm so used to the momentum carrying when I jump. You only lose that momentum if you counter input on the control.
You know, it's also very interesting that they kept the homing attack in, because usually that's only on 3D Sonic.
Yeah, and I'm honestly not a big fan of that either, because when you're trying to do some tight platforming, it's very easy to accidentally push the button and fling yourself off the platform. And I don't understand why they felt the need to put the homing attack in here. Like, for 3D games, it makes sense to have that in the game, because it's a lot harder to bounce on enemies without it, but in this game, it's just completely unnecessary, but they do design certain aspects around it, so I guess it is, in a weird way, necessary? I don't know. But this is another feature that the game has, so you actually have the option to pick which level you want to go to next, sort of like in a Mega Man game. I typically prefer when it just goes in a straight line like in, you know, every other Sonic game, but it's neat that we have the option because, you know, we'll at least get to showcase more if we get stuck on something.
That is pretty neat. That is a nice addition. That's something I would like to see in, like, re-releases of, like, Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Well, a lot of re-releases actually do that. It's like Sonic Jam actually lets you do that, picking levels to replay. I think you can do that in Sonic Origins as well, though don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. It might just be Sonic CD. But this is something else that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 does. Like, each act, each level has its own gimmick for Sonic to interact with, which is a decent idea. And some are definitely better than others. Some of them feel more like gimmicks that you'd see in a regular platformer as opposed to something like Sonic. But it's alright. You okay, Steph?
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting sick, so I've got a cough.
It's been a tough winter for you, hasn't it, bud?
It sure has. I did want to comment, too, that I'm not really a fan of the cell shading on this game. It seems a bit too much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I remember when I played this for the first time, I didn't even really notice how Sonic looked there. But now that I'm actually looking at it up close on a computer screen, yeah, it does look cel-shaded, doesn't it?
I wonder if that choice was made because it was originally for a mobile platform. And it just didn't translate very well to being on console.
I think the reason they decided to do that was to try to make Sonic blend a little bit better into the levels. Because if you were to put Sonic's regular character sprites into a lot of these levels, it'd probably look really funky. But rather than just making one that, you know, seems like it was rendered in the same manner, they instead just took a 3D model and tried to cel-shade it, hoping that people wouldn't notice, so... And I don't even think that Sonic's character model here is even that badly rendered or animated. It just doesn't blend the way it's supposed to with the rest of the game.
It looks very strange. Also, this special stage is a little too familiar, don't you think?
Well, it actually does have a different feel compared to the one in the original Genesis game, because with the original Genesis game, it rotated automatically, and that was the challenge, but here, I'm actually rotating it, and that actually mixes it up quite a bit.
But does that mean that there's no challenge now?
Oh no, there's plenty of challenge. Like, these initial two ones are pretty easy, but you get to the third one and then the time limit starts to get really strict, so you have to get Sonic through the courses pretty fast.
Interesting.
Probably about the only bit of challenge that there is in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I remember this game being pretty easy, all things considered. And when it was hard, it wasn't necessarily for the right reasons.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm also not a huge fan of the music in this game. Like, it just sounds like it's trying too hard to be retro. And evidently that's one of the weaknesses of Sonic's composer, the head guy of Crush 40. He's really good at those rocking guitar riffs, but not so good at trying to make it sound like something you'd find on the Genesis.
Hey, jack of all trades, master of none.
I don't know if that applies to this, because if he was a jack of all trades, then I think the music here would be better.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, he's really good at the one thing. He's not good at everything.
Well, a jack of all trades is someone who is decent at everything, but isn't a master of everything. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding you, I don't know.
I'm saying if he was a jack of all trades, he wouldn't be a master at the rock riff that we know him for.
Yeah. But yeah, not a huge fan of the music here.
I am surprised to hear that he was the composer for this. Like, why didn't they get a different composer?
Because it's Sega, they don't know any better. They're still trying to make use of the same batch of idiots these days. They need to get some new meat.
And those guys that worked on Sonic Mania had a lot of promise.
Yeah, and then Sega had to drive them away. You ever play Penny's Bid Breakaway stuff?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
I actually did have a chance to play it. I picked it up for a road trip I had, and that was a really fun game. Like, I really wish Sonic Team had just stepped aside, let the Mania team do the games from now on, but nah, they had to let their ego get the better of them, because I want more for the Mania team, damn it. I don't want more Sonic Frontiers, for crying out loud. And, like, Sonic Team just really pisses me off, too, because, like, yeah, they still have it in them to make really good games, because, like, they made Sonic at Shadow Generations, which was fantastic, but didn't they say that the reason they did Sonic Frontiers in the first place was because they tapped out the boost formula? Yet they had so many new and creative ideas for Shadow X Sonic Generations. Like, do you think we're stupid, Sega?
I don't even know what to say.
And also, is it just
Eggman's
me?
animation was pretty cool in that boss fight.
Oh yeah, and is it just me, or is it a little weird seeing, you know, modern style Sonic with, within the Green Hill Zone and everything?
Yes, and I think that's, like, my issue of why this looks weird, because it's modern Sonic, but in a 2D environment. And it just doesn't look right. And then you have the homing attack and
it's not stylized. Weird. It's not stylized right like it is in Sonic Advance.
That too.
And
like maybe if Sonic was a little flatter, it would look better.
Most likely. You do gotta admit, though, like, the background here is all kinds of rad. Look at all that detail back there.
Yeah, I mean, this is, like, at the time, next-gen consoles showing off what they can do better than the Genesis could.
So, like, here's a good instance of the physics here. So, typically in other Sonic games, you would have to spin dash up this, so I go do a spin dash, but I can't make it. So maybe I gotta spin dash this way. That doesn't work either. So you know how you're supposed to get up here, Steffi?
You press start and end game.
That is not how that is supposed to work.
He couldn't go up it going fast, but he could go up it going slow.
The physics here are messed up big time. As is that. I feel like the idea was that Sonic would just bounce through there like he does in Sonic Advance.
Yeah.
It just does not feel right at all.
Every time I play one of these games, I just really miss Sonic Rush.
And Sonic Advanced.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of the same team did work on this. Dibs was on hand for it, but I have a feeling it must have been in a smaller capacity because I know for a fact that they can do better than this.
Right?
I don't want to do that.
Two rings.
Yeah, joy.
The music seems like it could be paced up a little bit. Like it's very slow.
You know what? I do agree with you there, Steph. Come on, Sonic. Work with me here.
Is this one of those moments you were talking about where the game is challenging but not for the right reason?
Not exactly. We will get to that at some point here. And, like, the level design here isn't terribly good either. Like, when I think of really good level design in the Sonic game, I think of just, like, this really nice flow to it between the platforming and the high-speed sections. This just kind of feels haphazard. I mean, it's not as bad as Sonic CD, I would say, but it's definitely not as good as the Genesis games or anything like that.
Right.
At least I'm not expected to explore these levels. At least it has that going for it.
Although, and I've only seen a couple of levels so far, but I feel like there's nothing really memorable or outstanding about these levels. I mean, it's
well, yeah,
Green Hill Zone, it's Casino.
Yeah, and guess what? They don't even pick completely good levels for this game either. Like,
Is it too much to ask for new levels, new content?
Let's go to Sonic Team, see what they say, okay? I think I see them in the chats here like, what? New levels? Fans don't want that. They just want Green Hill Zone over and over again. I think I need to delete those guys from the chat. They're pissing me off. Trying to tell me what I want in a Sonic game.
Checkers has come to say hello.
Hey, Checkers. Did you tell him Uncle Jager's going to be coming to visit here soon?
I don't know if the mic is picking up his meowing.
Doesn't sound like it. Oh, bup, 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 bup. Ha! They almost got me with that one.
That was a nice save.
Da, 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 da. Casino. Oh, wait. Okay, here's a level I really can't stand. Road of Cards.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is a bad one right here. Ah. See, I got screwed by the physics again there. I was expecting Sonic to go a little further. When I let off the D-pad, I mean.
Mm-hmm. You know, as he should.
Ah, why are those things even there? I guess they want me to play cards,
Alright, so you
but I
have
don't want to play...
the card games instead of the roulette.
Yeah, I suppose so. And then you got... And, like, jumping on those cards right there, that's what I'm talking about in regards to the homing attack screwing you over. Because some of them flip over automatically, and if they flip over just as you go to hit the jump button, then all of a sudden you're hitting the homing attack and your position is screwed up. And there's a particular part here.
Ooh.
What?
I think that the cards is a cool concept. Maybe if they could have executed it a little better. But it also feels, too, like a throwback to Sonic Adventure in the casino where you have the options to either do the pinball roulette or do the card.
I want to do the Bingo Highway from Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, too.
Looks like Lois is being pretty quiet in the chat right now. Either that means we're very boring, or we are super entertaining right now, Steffi. I like to think that we're super entertaining right now.
I mean, I'm definitely, like, interested in the fact that this level uses cards so much. I think it's cool.
I mean, it's a cool concept for sure, but, you know, they need to think about it a little bit more, I would say. These stupid bats are pissing me off.
If I was playing, I'd probably have different opinions.
Looks like Lois is, in fact, here. I guess that means that, we're just really entertaining right now, Steffi. And she says...
I don't know, I'm getting a little bored from this background music.
Lois says, we are. I just don't know anything about the game, so I'm just listening.
That's totally fair. Like I said, I've never played this either, so this is my first time with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, so here's the part I was telling you about. This part right here is just super aggravating. You gotta be very deliberate with your button pushes, otherwise you're gonna go off the edge of the cards because of the homing attack. And if
you have some lag.
And that's bad because there's a bottomless pit underneath that thing.
Figures. And you can't jump through the card?
Nope. It might be stupid, Steffi, but it's also dumb.
Oh, you were so close to getting the special stage.
Yeah, you would have seen it get a little tricky there.
Alright, boss time?
Boss time. Oh, wait, no, I got one more I gotta do. I was confused there for a second.
Okay.
Casino Climax. It sounds like the story of a couple in Las Vegas.
That's inappropriate.
That was in poor taste. I apologize.
So, how much time passed between episode 1 and 2?
About 2 years. So episode 2 came out in 2012. They probably waited too long to release episode 2.
Yeah, I would say so. 'Cause any hype that this game would have generated would have been long gone by then.
Especially considering Sonic Generation stole its thunder.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh, and see, like, they put in level design like this, which I figured they would have learned their lesson about that from the first Sonic one. That's more slow-paced kind of platforming design, which isn't really what makes for good Sonic gameplay these days. I mean, you do have to have some slower-paced platforming in there, but you need to try and make the speed and platforming work together as much as possible. Which you think would be a lot easier with the homing attack.
Yeah, like, that's kind of the point of the homing attack. Speed things up.
Just another fine example of whoever made this not really knowing what they're doing.
That's annoying that they would put bumpers making it look like you can wall jump up there, but you have to go down and use the cannon.
Yep.
This music sounds like it should be playing in an elevator.
That is exactly right, Steph. That is exactly right. There we go.
So you can jump through those platforms, but you couldn't jump through the cards in the other level.
You also have to bounce along these bumpers as well, which is annoying. Damn.
Yeah.
And that's a little tricky given how weird the controls are here too. You really shouldn't be allowed to make a Sonic game if you aren't willing to get the physics right. Do your freaking homework. Feel like we've been saying that for years now.
Yes.
Damn it, Sega. Ah! Balls! Gotta try this one.
Good luck.
No! Ugh.
Oh.
This is starting to get on my nerves.
There's so much of this section.
I know, but this is going on for far too long.
You know what game design has failed? That you're playing it, and you just want it to be over.
Especially if there's a bottomless pit underneath you. Please don't be a bottomless pit. Oh. It's starting to get on my nerves.
What
Come
are
on.
you supposed to do?
You're supposed to hold me to tap these things.
That's so stupid.
Yes, yes it is. Slow it down a little bit
If
so I
they
can jump
wanted
in
to
the
do that,
ring.
they should have just had. They should have just had the cannon auto fire in the correct direction, so that that isn't part of it.
Uh-huh. You would think, but they didn't. And why didn't they? Because Sonic Team doesn't really know what they're doing. Now you'll see how tight, like you see how limited a time limit I have now?
Only 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Well, there are time bonuses you can collect at least.
Yeah, but I also need to try and get the rings too. Because there are barriers.
You're getting 1-ups out the wazoo.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was playing last night. Like, I completed the game to the end last night, and I think by the end of it, I think I had like 75 lives.
Wow.
Come on, go through the hole. Down, Sonic. Bless you.
Thank you.
Go, Sonic!
You're so close. You're so close!
Got it!
No! Oh my gosh. That was a good one.
We got a comment from Lois. It's so sad. The whole franchise looks like it shouldn't be that hard to come up with a good game, but they seem to be overthinking.
Preach it, Lois.
I think she's pretty spot on, don't you think, Steffi?
Yes. And like, another thing too, is that if they just listen to the fans, because the fans are telling them exactly what we want, and they're like, no, I don't think the fans want that in a game. We're gonna go with the stupid thing that nobody asked for instead.
Well, even that isn't 100%...
Or, you know, we'll just release Green Hill Zone again.
Even that, I don't think it's 100% true, Steffi, because you know just as well as I that Sonic fans can be a little erratic. Like, there are some weirdos out there who actually do enjoy Sonic 06 for whatever reason.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like, the vast majority of people that are gonna play a Sonic game, you know, the audience that you should be catering to,
yeah,
they have the ideas, and Sonic Team hears those ideas, and they're like, nah, you know what would really, really pick up? Let's do Sonic Generations again.
Only this time, let's replace Sonic with Shadow.
I saw recently on one of the social medias that they posted some promo image of Shadow, and it's the same art from Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, but they just edited the gun out, so he's just like holding nothing.
Is it like in Yu-Gi-Oh where they replace the guns with them pointing their fingers?
Yes, but they didn't replace it with anything. Like, you could tell he's supposed to be holding a gun, but it's just not there. And it also, like, makes you think that there was a time where it was acceptable to release a Sonic game where you play as a hedgehog and he just has guns.
You know what also is
music picked up.
Yeah, but what's baffling to me about this, if you were going to pick a level for a retro Sonic game, Steffi, would you pick what is objectively the worst level in the original Sonic game?
If I could make it better, yeah.
Which, I think it's debatable whether or not they do that here. Ah! That's my bad. That background is pretty cool, though.
It is, and just the animation of the death ball dropping, that was pretty neat. Like, they did good with the graphics that they had.
Yeah, I feel like they should have given it another year to, you know, really flesh this game out to take advantage of console hardware. Maybe add more content.
You could say that about... You could say that about just any recent Sonic game.
Not Sonic Generations. Or Colors.
No.
Or anything I have coming up here soon. Though you do realize what Sonic game is next, right?
Let's see, this was 2010? So...
It's not Colors.
Is Generations next?
No.
Lost World?
Nope. Not everything that came out in 2010 was good, Steffi. And I thought I was going to skip it.
I'm trying to think. We did...
I said I was going to skip it, but then I decided I could get an Xbox and a Kinect for real cheap.
Sonic Free Riders?
Oh my god, I can't believe I decided to do that. Is there something wrong with me, Steffi? Why do I do this to myself?
That's gonna be a shit show.
If
you're gonna do a Sonic retrospective, you gotta do all the Sonics, even the bad ones.
Does that mean I have to do Sonic Boom?
Yes, I will make sure that you do Sonic Boom.
Balls.
I'll be there for it. It'll be fun.
Sonic does look really funny on top
silly.
there.
He does.
And what do we got here? We got another comment in the chats. Looks like
Oh, do it again.
PlayStation Mellow, or PSM as I like to call him, is checking out the video. He says the graphics here actually look pretty good, and they for the most part are. And yeah, we don't talk about Sonic 06 here, PSN. I actually
Sonic 6?
He was just laughing at it. I actually broke that game in half
welcome
on
to the
showcase. Yeah, PSN.
Yeah, and you almost put your eye out doing that.
PSN here is actually another local YouTuber that I came into contact with recently, Steph. Might be another guy we could have on the showcase at some point.
Awesome.
He's got his own YouTube channel too. I'll be sure
the more the merrier.
I'll be sure to put your YouTube channel in the description for the highlight reel when I get to that, PSN. Ugh, come on, Sonic, go down. Come on. Get in the hole. Why are there two bumpers
Sonic
there?
says, are you sure you don't want more extra lives?
Oh, shut up, Sonic. Don't you tell me how to play this game. I've been playing Sonic games since before you were born. Which is weirdly enough true, because a lot of people don't realize Sonic is 15, and he always has been. Maybe 16, he had a birthday in there somewhere.
Wasn't his birthday in Sonic Generations?
Ah! Damn!
Ah!
Yeah. Damn it.
That sucks.
It happens.
Time to go to the world of darkness.
Literally. Okay, so this
Where
right
did you get the torch from?
It's an ancient temple, Steffi. There had to be a torch lying around. It's just the rules. Haven't you ever seen an Indiana Jones movie? But, like, this whole thing, I feel, is just counterintuitive to a Sonic game. Because you can't see forward, so you're discouraged from going fast. And I'm like, for any other platformer, that would be fine, but not for this.
The whole point of Sonic is go fast.
What are you gonna do? PSN says he's been enjoying the videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching, by the way. Your content's a lot of fun, too.
Thanks for joining us.
Didn't want to go down. The music in this level is pretty good, though, don't you think, Steffi?
I do. I like the music in the level before this one, too. Like, it really picked up from the casino zone.
I'm in a minecart.
Hey, you got another extra life.
What am I up to now? 31? I'm not even paying attention to my life count right now. What's the point? Kaboom!
There's a lot going on in this level.
Yeah, seems like it.
What are those? Oh, those are enemies.
I'm trying to remember what those guys are called. No, they're grounders. That's what they are.
Oh, like from Mean Machine?
Yeah, in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's kind of like, what we're missing is Scratch, so we can get the... I screwed that up. My voice caught there. I don't know why, but this level just makes me really want to watch Atlantis.
I could see that.
That's a good movie.
I feel like it was very irresponsible of whoever left all this dynamite lying around.
Well, if they hadn't left the dynamite around, then I wouldn't have gotten to use it.
Thank goodness the blue hedgehog is using the dynamite, not the evil egg man.
I feel like if anyone should be using the dynamite, though, it should probably be Tails.
Yes, he would use it responsibly. For the most part.
So, PSN is saying here, even in the first Sonic game, you couldn't really go fast when you get to stage 2. And that's actually a true statement, but it was also the first game in the series, so it kind of makes sense that they hadn't figured out the speed-based gameplay yet. But what made that work is that the level design was still really creative and imaginative, and the controls didn't suck like they do here. So I'm trying to figure this out, so... That makes that go up. That makes that come out. So maybe what I need to do is get this, and then this. See, I would have gotten that on my first try if this was any other Sonic game. Dadgummit, I screwed that up again.
The second and fourth one.
Dadgummit. You know, a thought just occurred to me, Steffi. So we have a team of programmers out there trying to make Sonic 06 good with Project 06, or P06, or whatever they're calling it. And I get why they're trying to do that, but I also don't understand why they're spending time doing that. You think they would be trying to do this game first, considering that it would probably take a lot less work to make this game good than it would the other ones.
You gotta do 2 and 4.
2 and 4?
Yes.
So
do 4 first, or do 2 first, and then 4.
So which one is 2 and 4?
What's the one that brings it over horizontally?
I think it's this one. No, that brings it up.
Okay.
Ah! Ah, let me through!
Just burn it all down. Okay, what does that do? That just lights it?
Oh, wait.
Ugh.
Okay, so that brings that up.
Okay, so do it in the other order. Do the other one first. No, not that one.
Ah!
Do the one that comes across first, and then the up and down one.
What do you mean, come across?
The one that comes from that one, the right to the left. Do that one first, and then do the one that goes up and down.
Yeah, but if I do that, then that thing comes down.
Oh.
I think... So let's try this, so... I'll wait a second. No, so... This one for... No. God, this is getting on my nerves. See, this is not good design for a Sonic game right here.
This feels too much like a puzzle from Sonic Chronicles.
There we go. No. Why is there another door there?
Oh my god.
Ha! This is getting so old.
And you can't even see that other door up there, so I don't know which flame triggers it.
Oh, let's screw this. We
Yeah,
could
let's
show a
do a
different level
different
before
stage.
it's time. See, that's the kind of stuff you don't want in a Sonic game. Let's just show off the last level. Okay, now this is
There's
a
only
jam
4
right
levels?
here. Yep.
What?
Uh-huh. Now, I do want to state for the record, Steffi, that they didn't sell this at full retail price when it came out. They only sold this, I think, for $20.
But still, this
I
was
know.
what they were trying to come back from? Or come back with? And, oh my god.
Yeah, it's funny to think that the game that ended up bringing me back to the Sonic franchise was the game I had the least amount of expectations for, and that was Sonic Colors. I do really like the music here. This is awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like the first 2 levels they struggled, but then by level 3 they found their groove with the music.
I would say so. Okay, I guess there's nothing up there. Ah, splicers! Ah! No, no, no.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that almost got me. They got those starfish from Sonic 2 as well.
Oh, I hated those things.
Ah! Ah!
Oh.
And I saw that coming too.
Good thing you have 30 lives.
Yeah. Complete drop in the bucket, eh?
So what happens if you get all of the Chaos Emeralds in this game?
You get to be supersonic. I don't think there's a secret ending or anything. Oh wait, there is a secret ending. I think if complete the game with all the Chaos Emeralds, you get a teaser for Episode 2, which is a glimpse of Metal Sonic.
Ooh.
Wait, did I
that
just...
game bomb.
Did I just plow through the walls there?
Yeah.
Isn't that Knuckles' shtick?
Yeah.
Ah, wrong button. Ah, come on! I couldn't see that.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
Okay, that was BS too.
This level does feel a lot better than the previous level.
Ah, that sucks.
Oh. Oh man, I don't like that.
Yeah, me neither. That was fun though.
Yeah, that was a lot better than the other level. You doing one more?
Probably. Probably will call it after this one.
This seems slow.
Yeah. It does remind me of a fun line from the Archie comics. In, one of the issues, Sonic hit Eggman with everything he had, and as Sonic was racing towards him, Eggman, knowing that he was about to take a big hit, he said, "Oh, my gears and starters." Kind of like my stars and garters, or however you say that. That was a good issue, too. Fastest we've ever seen Sonic go in any continuity, too, outside of getting a transformation. I think I calculated his speed as like over 700,000 miles per hour. I did a video on that. Yeah, I'm a nerd. And I'm content with that fact. I mean, I'm a guy who plays video games about a supersonic blue hedgehog on YouTube. I think it's pretty clear that I'm very open about the fact of what a huge nerd I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's fun. It's just fun. Come on, move, you darn thing! And them splicers are gonna get me, I bet. Maybe not.
I'm really a fan of the gears thing.
Like, those gears are the ones you spin.
Both, really. Like, the way the gears are animated is really weird.
Very choppy.
It slows things down a lot. Yeah, it feels like stop motion, doesn't it?
Oh no, not these star things again. Move, Sonic! Move! Ah. Alright, up we go. Ah, I was getting sick there. Oh, I almost ran off the edge there. Ah, you put that thing there.
Eggman.
I suppose so. Dadgummit. I guess I gotta put this key. No! Oh. I could have swore there would be a bottomless pit down there.
Didn't you already do this one?
I wasn't fast enough.
Oh.
Ah! Yeah, probably wasn't fast enough here either. This is gonna get on my nerves.
That's annoying.
You know, that's kind of how I'd describe a lot of the level design in this game.
Annoying.
Very annoying.
That's sad.
Ah! Speaking of which, that's where I want to call it tonight, Steffi. Like, I've just had enough. Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1. Based on what you see here, what do you think, Steffi?
Well, I think your last comment there just summed it up. I've just had enough.
Like, in all seriousness, this is far from the worst Sonic game that I have ever played. Like, as far as 2D Sonic games go, this is definitely is towards the bottom of the barrel. Like, it's nowhere near as good as the Genesis games. I much prefer Sonic Advance, Sonic Rush, all those games. It might even be below Sonic CD for my money. And I know that's going to be a controversial statement, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Sonic CD, sue me. But, like, on its own, it is still fine. I think the biggest issue that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 has is that they called it Sonic the Hedgehog 4. If they had just called this something else, not tried to say that this is the next chapter of the Genesis games, I think people would have more positive memories of it because, again, it's not a horrible game, but because they chose to call it Sonic the Hedgehog 4, you just naturally have higher expectations for it, and it just doesn't come anywhere near close to meeting them. Like, it's not a proper sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I can definitely see why this one doesn't get talked about at length. Anything to add to that, Steffi?
No, I pretty much summed it up. And I do see what they were going for with trying to be like, oh, it's another Sonic game just like the old Genesis games. But it's also not, though. Like, it is its own thing. It should have been regarded as its own thing. And maybe, yeah, it would have been more popular.
Yeah, but it's not, and I would just call it a middle of the road Sonic game. It's average at best, mediocre at worst. But I was expecting you to chime in there, Steffi. I guess we're all done for the night, aren't we? Well,
yeah, I'm also fighting off coughs right now. I need to take more medicine.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up then. Well, that does it for Sonic 4, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Do these videos every Saturday at 8 o'clock. What I do is take a game, play for about an hour, talk about the history, the design, all that fun stuff, because I just enjoy talking about it. I think it's lots of fun. What I do not do is play games from start to finish, because I feel like you're missing something if you aren't playing the game yourself. That being said, if there is anything you would like me to cover in this format, please leave it in the comments. I will be happy to take a look at it. Steffi, thanks as always for joining me tonight. I hope you had some fun.
I did. Thanks for having me, and thanks for watching, everyone.
Are you going to join me for when I do Sonic Free Rider so that you can laugh at me?
I will definitely try to.
Well, I guess I'll see you then, Steffi. But other than that, I hope you guys all have a good work week, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
And we're clear.